There is a particular kind of confidence that comes from knowing your craft, from spending years mastering a skill until it becomes second nature, until your body moves without thought, until the thing you do is no longer something you think about, but something you simply are. Boxers have this confidence, especially boxers who have dedicated their lives to the sweet science, who have studied footwork and combinations, who have sparred thousands of rounds, who know the geometry of the ring like mathematicians know equations. Sylvester Stallone has this confidence. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Mighty Mick Boxing Gym. August 1975. It is a Tuesday afternoon. The gym smells like decades of sweat soaked into concrete walls, like leather and liniment and determination. The heavy bags hang from chains that creak with every impact. The speed bags rattle their familiar rhythm. The ring in the center of the space has seen 10,000 rounds. The canvas is stained. The ropes are worn. But it is sacred space. This is where fighters are made. Stallone is 29 years old. He is not yet famous. Rocky does not exist yet. Not on screen. But it exists in his mind. He has been writing the script for months, pouring his soul into the story of an underdog boxer who gets one shot at greatness. And to make that story authentic, Stallone has been training. Really training. Not movie training. Real boxing. 6 days a week. 3 hours a day. Working with real trainers. Real boxers. Learning the craft for real. His body shows the work. He is lean, muscular. His shoulders are thick. His arms are strong. He moves around the ring with the confidence of someone who has learned the language of boxing. He is not a professional, not yet. But he is serious, dedicated, and he has developed that boxer's confidence. That certainty that inside these ropes, following these rules, he knows what he is doing. Bruce Lee is in Philadelphia, guest instructor at a martial arts seminar. Word spread through the local combat sports community that Bruce Lee was in town, and someone at the seminar mentioned that Stallone was training at Mighty Mick's, mentioned that Stallone was writing a boxing movie, mentioned that maybe Bruce would want to meet him. So Bruce walked over. Curiosity, professional courtesy, one martial artist to another, one fighter to another. When Bruce walks into Mighty Mick's, the gym goes quiet. Not silent. Gyms are never silent. But the energy shifts. People recognize him. The Chinese guy from those martial arts demonstrations. The one they heard could move faster than cameras could film. The one with the philosophy. The one who claimed martial arts was superior to traditional Western boxing. In a boxing gym, that claim is heresy. That claim is disrespect. But Bruce has never said that. He has said martial arts is different. Not superior, different. Stallone is in the ring, working combinations on the pads with his trainer. Jab, jab, cross, hook, uppercut. His form is good, not perfect, but good. He has natural athleticism, natural timing, and he has been working hard. The trainer calls for a break. Stallone leans against the ropes, breathing hard, sweating. He sees Bruce standing at ringside. Recognition flashes in his eyes. He knows who this is. Bruce Lee, Stallone says, his voice carrying that distinctive Philly accent. He climbs out of the ring, extends a gloved hand. Bruce shakes it. The size of the boxing glove makes the handshake awkward, but the respect is there. Man, it is an honor. I have seen your demonstrations. You are incredible. Bruce smiles. Thank you. I hear you are writing a boxing film, training seriously for it. That is admirable. Most actors would fake it. You are doing it for real. Stallone's chest swells slightly. Pride. Validation from someone he respects. Yeah, man. I want it to be real. I want people to see real boxing, not Hollywood boxing. So I am learning, really learning. Been training here 6 months. These guys have been teaching me the science, the sweet science. He taps his temple with his glove. Boxing is not just punching. It is thinking. It is geometry. It is timing. It is art. Bruce nods. It is all of those things. Boxing is a beautiful martial art, refined over centuries, efficient, direct, powerful. Stallone grins, encouraged. Right? That is what I am saying. In a boxing ring, with boxing rules, boxing is the best. I mean, martial arts is great. But in here, he gestures to the ring, this is science. This is tested. Hundreds of years of testing. Something shifts in the conversation. Not hostility, but challenge. Friendly challenge. The kind that happens when two practitioners of different arts start comparing notes. Bruce's smile does not fade, but his eyes sharpen. Boxing is tested under boxing rules, gloves, weight classes, rounds. Specific techniques allowed. Specific techniques forbidden. It is a beautiful system, but it is a system with constraints. Stallone's grin widens. He is enjoying this. Constraints that make it real. You cannot eye gouge in a real fight either, man. You cannot bite. You cannot kick a guy in the balls. Those are not constraints. Those are just being a decent human. Boxing strips away all the fancy stuff and leaves what works. Punches. Defense, movement. That is it. And in this ring, that is all you need. The gym is listening now. Boxers have stopped their training. They are drifting closer, sensing something interesting developing. Bruce looks at the ring, then back at Stallone. Would you like to test that theory? You and me. In the ring. Boxing rules, but with one modification. You wear gloves. I do not. You try to hit me. I do not try to hit you. I use it defend. If you can land a clean punch, you prove boxing works in this environment. If you cannot land a punch, even with your gloves and training against someone not even trying to hit you, then perhaps the system has limitations we should examine. The gym erupts in murmurs, laughter, disbelief. This little Chinese guy wants to spar with Stallone? Stallone, who has been training seriously for 6 months, and Bruce is not even going to wear gloves? Not even going to punch back? This is either arrogance or insanity. Stallone looks at his trainer. The trainer shrugs. Stallone looks back at Bruce. He is torn. Part of him knows this is a bad idea. But part of him, the competitor part, the part that has been training hard and wants to test himself, that part says yes. Okay, Stallone says. Okay, but just so we are clear, I am going to try to hit you. For real. Not sparring, not light. I'm going to throw real punches. And if I hurt you, that is on you. Because you said no gloves, no hitting back. Fair? Bruce nods. Fair. They enter the ring. Stallone with his gloves, his mouthguard, his boxing shorts, his high-top boxing shoes. Bruce in simple black pants. barefoot, shirtless, no gloves, no protection, his hands hanging relaxed at his sides. The trainer acts as referee. 3 rounds, 3 minutes each, 1 minute rest between. Stallone, you try to land clean punches. Bruce, you just defend. No striking back. Agreed? Both men nod. The bell rings. Round 1 begins. Stallone does not rush in. He is smarter than that. 6 months of training has taught him patience. He circles, establishes his jab range, bounces lightly on his toes. Bruce stands in the center of the ring, not in a boxing stance, not squared up, just standing, relaxed, watching. Stallone throws a jab, testing, probing. It is a good jab, fast, straight, textbook. But when it arrives where Bruce's face should be, Bruce's face is not there. Minimal movement. Just a slight rotation of the head. The glove passes an inch away. Stallone tries again. Jab, jab. Bruce's head moves. Tiny movements. Economical. He is not stepping back. Not retreating. Not even moving his feet much. Just his head. His upper body. Reading the punches. Seeing them early. Stallone throws a combination. Jab, cross. The jab misses. The cross misses. Bruce is flowing, his body moving like water around rocks. Stallone increases his speed. Jab, cross, hook, 3 punches, all miss. Bruce has barely moved his feet. The distance between them has not changed, but every punch finds empty air. The boxers watching at ringside are leaning in now. This is not normal. Stallone is not a professional. But he is not a beginner either. His punches are real. His form is solid. And yet, none of them are connecting. Not even close. Bruce is not dancing away. Not running. He is right there. In range, but unreachable. Like trying to punch smoke. Round 1 ends. Stallone goes to his corner, breathing hard. Frustrated. His trainer gives him water. He is reading your shoulders. You are telegraphing. Relax. Set up your punches. Feint. Make him guess. Stallone nods. Drinks. Thinks. Round 2 begins. He tries what his trainer said. Feints, fakes the jab. Throws the cross. Bruce's body shifts. The cross misses. Stallone tries a body shot. Hook to the ribs. Bruce's elbow drops, covers. The punch hits the elbow. Solid bone. Stallone winces. That hurt his hand more than it hurt Bruce. Stallone steps back, resets. He is learning something. Bruce is not just fast, he is reading, anticipating. Seeing the punches before they happen. Every time Stallone shifts his weight, Bruce knows. Every time Stallone's shoulder moves, Bruce knows. It is like fighting someone who can see the future. Stallone tries speed, throws a flurry, 6 punches, fast as he can. Bruce's hands come up, not to block, to parry, to redirect. Tiny touches, minimal force. Each punch is guided past its target. Stallone's gloves hit nothing but air, and occasionally Bruce's palms, which yield and redirect like they are made of silk. Round 2 ends. Stallone is breathing harder now, not from physical exhaustion, from mental exhaustion, from the frustration of trying to solve a puzzle that has no solution. His trainer says nothing this time. What can he say? The techniques are correct. The execution is good, but the opponent is operating on a different level. Round 3 begins. Stallone tries everything. He tries stalking, cutting off the ring. Bruce does not retreat, just adjusts angles. always in a position where Stallone's punches have to travel further than they should. Stallone tries to trap Bruce against the ropes, gets him there, unloads, hook, uppercut, cross, hook. 4 heavy punches, all miss. Bruce slips under one, leans away from another. The ropes are behind him, but he does not need them. His balance is perfect. His positioning is perfect. Stallone stops. Middle of the round. Just stops. Stands there. Breathing hard. Looking at Bruce. Bruce is not even breathing hard. His hands are still down. Still relaxed. Stallone pulls out his mouthguard. How? His voice is rough, tired. How are you doing this? I am throwing real punches. Good punches. And you are not even trying. You are just standing there. How? Bruce walks over. The trainer does not stop them. This is not a fight anymore. This is a teaching moment. Bruce speaks quietly, respectfully. You are doing everything right. Your form is good. Your speed is real. Your power is there, but you are fighting in a system. A system with rules, with patterns, with expectations. You expect me to move a certain way, to defend a certain way, to be where you think I should be. But I am not in your system. I am outside it. Not because boxing is wrong, but because I trained differently. I trained to read intention, not technique. When you decide to throw a jab, your body tells me before the jab happens. Weight shift, shoulder rotation, eye focus. By the time your hand moves, I already know where it is going. So I am not reacting to your punch. I am reacting to your decision to punch. Stallone is listening, really listening. Bruce continues. And you asked why I did not wear gloves, why I did not punch back. Because I wanted to show you something. I wanted you to see that boxing is beautiful, but it is not complete. It is one answer to the question of combat. A very good answer. Refined, tested, effective. But not the only answer. You said in this ring, with these rules, boxing is best. And you are right. In this ring, with these rules, boxing is optimized. But what if someone does not follow the rules? Not the rules of sportsmanship. Those should always be followed. But the rules of how to move, how to defend, how to attack. What if someone approaches the puzzle from a completely different direction? The bell rings. Round 3 is over, but neither man moves. Stallone stands there, processing, his whole understanding of combat shifting. Bruce extends his hand, not for a handshake, for a glove tap, respect. Stallone taps gloves with Bruce's bare fist. I have been training 6 months, working my ass off, and you just made me look like a beginner. Not because you are superhuman, but because you see things I do not see. Can you teach me? Not to stop boxing. I love boxing, but to see what you see, to understand what you understand. Bruce smiles. That is why I came here today, not to prove you wrong, but to show you that there is more to learn. You are writing a story about a boxer who gets one chance, one shot at greatness. Make your character someone who learns, someone who adapts, someone who understands that being the best boxer is not enough. You have to be the best fighter, the best learner, the best adapter. That is what makes a champion. Not just skill, but wisdom. Over the next 2 weeks before Bruce leaves Philadelphia, Stallone trains with him every day. They do not spar again. They talk. They work on concepts, on reading body language, on understanding energy, on seeing attacks before they happen. And Stallone absorbs it all, writes it into his script. The final fight in Rocky, where Rocky goes the distance not because he is the better boxer, but because he is the better learner, the more adaptable fighter. That comes from these 2 weeks with Bruce. Years later, after Rocky wins the Academy Award, after Stallone becomes a global icon, he tells this story in interviews. Bruce Lee taught me that boxing is science, but fighting is art. Science has rules. Art has principles. In the ring that day, I had science. He had art. And art won without even trying. That lesson saved Rocky, made the character real, made the fight believable. Because it was not about who punched harder. It was about who understood more. Bruce never threw a punch, but he knocked out my ego, and that was the greatest gift anyone ever gave me. The lesson remains. Mastery in one area is beautiful, admirable, worth pursuing, but mastery becomes wisdom only when you understand its limitations, when you recognize that your system, no matter how refined, is still a system, still a framework, still a set of constraints, and someone operating outside that framework with different training, different principles, different understanding, may see solutions you cannot see, not because they are better, but because they are different. And in combat, in art, in life, difference is advantage. Perspective is power. And the willingness to learn from someone who does things differently than you, that is what separates the good from the great. Stallone learned that in 3 rounds, learned it from a man who won a boxing match without throwing a single punch.